Are you looking to buy a really inexpensive yarn ball holder without breaking the bank? I've never had one. And I went ahead and I filmed myself crocheting without one. And this is what I had to deal with. And I have 4 different types of yarn spools here. I have this cake of cotton yarn. I have this cotton spool. I have this tiny cake of cotton yarn. And then I have this cake that I wound up of my worsted yarn, regular worsted yarn. This is what I went through with this one too. It was just a constant arm swinging, pulling it. So I had decided that I wanted to go ahead and order one, but I didn't know where to order it from. I didn't want to spend a crazy amount of money on one if it wasn't gonna work. So guess where I found this? I found this on Temu. I had never ordered on Temu before, and it's really weird how it came in the mail. It was just this box, and it had plastic wrapped around it with the shipping label. When I took the plastic off, the box wasn't even sealed. It's pretty banged up. So I thought, oh boy, what am I gonna get when I open this? To my surprise, there was this piece, and then there was this piece. That's all there was to it. Okay. Now, I'm recording on my phone, so I can't look at my phone and read this to you, so I printed this off. This is what it showed on the Temu site. And this is called a 2-piece, 1-set wooden yarn ball holder. Try to say that fast. Desktop yarn ball storage rack, multifunctional rotary wooden spool. 4.9 thousand had supposedly been sold of this, and I paid a whopping $6. So it didn't break the bank, and I thought, okay, if I was going to buy one for the first time ever and not know if it works, I wanted to get a really inexpensive one. And like I said, I never ordered off Temu before, and I had heard that they had some really cheap, not so bad quality things. So let's give this a try. I am first going to try this one because this is the one that is constantly falling over, and then you gotta pick it up and pain in the butt. So it seems to fit on there nice. It pulls nice. Let's see if it works on my couch. All right, let's see how this is gonna work on the couch. Okay, so I have this on the ball holder, and I haven't started anything yet, so we want to wind this up so that it's nice and tight. And we'll just see how it goes. So far, as it needs, it is spinning nicely. It is keeping its balance. Can you see it spinning? Let me move it back a little bit. As I need it, it's spinning very nicely. It's not falling over. Not bad. There is another one that I want to see if it will work. Let me go grab it. Okay, so most of these I would be working on the couch, right? This one here is my worsted yarn. And I was in the process of making a granny square. So this pops right off, put it right in, pop it right back on there, and let's see how it goes. We'll move it back so you can see it. So let's go ahead and just mindlessly crochet and try to finish up my granny square as I'm watching TV. And so far it is pulling nicely and I am liking this. Okay, so I'm back at the counter and I like that it pulls apart like this because if it was just one solid unit, it'd be okay for this one because it has a big opening in the cone. But putting this one down, you have to just kind of struggle a little bit, and then you'd have to hold the base, and it's kind of not that easy. But if this comes right off, then you can easily grasp it and push it right through nice and easy, and then set it on the top. And then when you want to take it off, instead of trying to grab a hold of this big base, just pull it off, grab a hold of a little base, and just simply slide it right off your cake. So far, this is a pretty neat little thing for only $6. Okay, so then I have this big cake. Want to see how it works with a really big cake. I don't want to take this off just yet until I use it, so I'm not going to test this one. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. That's what this video is all about. Let's take it off. Okay. All right, so let's find that outside spool. This is the inside. And using this yarn ball holder, the whole purpose is to use the outside. Okay. There are a lot of cakes out there that you can't find the center pull. So you want to use the outside yarn. Again, just pop it through and put it on. And let's see how she goes. Nice and smooth, nice and easy. Oh, she got it caught around a little bit. That's not good. We don't want it to do that. Let's try that again. Working pretty good as far as I can see. I'm impressed. You don't have to spend a lot of money to get a pretty decent yarn ball holder. Jiminy Crickets. Okay, so look, I can put this back on. No big deal. All right, now we have this little tiny cake. There it is. There it is. There it is. I found it. Okay, so again, take this off. Fish it through. I like to put my finger down in the center. In case there's the yarn barf, I can kind of feel where the tip of this is coming out through. Just sit it on. See how she spins. So it doesn't matter what size. Small, large, worsted, cotton spool. They all work wonderfully on this little wooden 2-piece yarn ball holder that spins very nicely, very smooth. The handle is nice and smooth. There's no little fetches to get caught on your yarn. Like I said, I like it that this comes off. It's easier to feed into your cake or your ball. I'd call it a yarn cake holder myself. Not so much a ball, you can't put a ball on there, but that's what they call it. And it's only $6 and it is on Temu, you guys. So save your pennies. Don't go all hog wild in buying some expensive one when you can just get a really nice wooden one from Temu. And it only took like it was probably about 10 days before I got it. So let me know if you have a ball holder, how much you spent for your ball holder, and if it was worth it, or if you ended up getting the crap end of the deal. And until next time, bye.